Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the Luxe 360 Boost channel. So today I'm going to be touching on how I do our social media for the business. A little bit about a key topic that been coming up very much lately with the B2B side of the business and the photo booth side. We know that within the UK, we are looked as an industry leader in this sector of photo booths. We've built up the respect from the manufacturing side, and there's a lot of companies that speak to us, and we send them work. Now, putting all of that aside, on the retail side, we sell quite a few photo booths, and the biggest question that we get asked is about marketing. Well, I'll say the first thing is if you buy a photo booth from us, Rudy Meyer, who's worked with the likes of the Wolf of Wall Street, Mike Tyson, so many names, we give you the marketing masterclass included with our photo booths next to a list of software. So make sure you check us out for your photo booth requirements. We're also going to be adding backdrops real soon, and we will have a few different glam bots as well. That we're in the process of manufacturing now. We're 100% honest and transparent that not all our components come from the UK. Everything's built here, pat tested here, but we do get some components from abroad. And I don't know a single company out there that has 100% every single component from the UK. But if you are interested in getting into the photo booth game, then definitely contact us because we will give you as much support and advice as we can. We're very well rated, very well respected within the sector, and we can definitely give you that one-on-one advice. And if we do see jobs in your area, we will send them to you as well, on most scales of things within the business. Now, if you do want to buy from us, our website is manufacturing.thelux360.co.uk. So the first thing to start off with is networking. Networking is so important, and the 99% is of mistakes I see is someone buying a booth from us, making a logo, and they don't think about the logo and the name, which is something that's really important. I really wish that I'd thought more about our name and our logo when I started out, because I know that a lot of American companies say this as well, but it's so important that you think about your name because it's something that stands with you forever. With the name Lux 360 Booths, we started off with 360 photo booths. So that was where the name came from. We never actually, when I started the business, expected to expand it or take the direction that we did and the growth. So all of our photo booths have a 360 element, which is why I stuck with the name. Originally, we were just Lux 360s, but then we've got our registered trademark on Lux 360 booths. And the reason I went with booths is because that's what it is. It's photo booths. All our selfie units, the ring rotates 360. Every element of it has a 360, and that's what we specialize in. So the name and the way that your brand is so important. The other reason it's really important is for Google and SEO and YouTube. If you're called Nottingham Photo Booth and there's another company called Nottingham Photo Booths, you aren't going to get very far because it's going to be very hard for you to diversify against your competitor on Google. And I'm not in no way a Google expert. We use and recommend Internet Marketing Platinum for that, and Andrew Aylerton, but mainly Internet Marketing Platinum for that as well. Andrew Aylerton is a little bit more mid-budget for people, but Michael Greenwood is certainly someone that we recommend, and he knows his stuff. This man is VAT registered. He's turned over 80,000 plus a year. And if you want it within the UK, go to Michael Greenwood. I've recommended this guy on photo booth forums to people that are been in the sector for 10 to 15 years. They've been doing SEO and Google themselves. And if you don't know what SEO is, it's search engine optimization. And people have been blown away by Michael. So Michael really knows his stuff, and I can recommend him. So coming back to that networking, why is it so important? It's important because people buy into a business and they buy the face, not a faceless business. Now you might say, well, I don't really know Apple or anyone like that. Well, that's a good point. You don't, but you've heard of Steve Jobs. You know that his story. You might have read an article about him, and that subliminally may still influence you within that brand. So it is still something that's really vital. And the other thing as well with networking is you build a local relationship within your community. So it's really, really important that you are getting out there and you are networking. Look at what networking groups are available in your area. Of course, try and go for free ones, but try the networking groups because 99% of them will let you try it before you go. Look at the people out in the networking group as well. Are these people that are going to help you and support your business? Is your business going to grow for it? If you're a photographer, is there people in that group that you can potentially pitch your services to once you build a relationship with them? Because it's not going to be straight away you're going to networking and boom, bada bing, you're going to get loads of sales. It takes time. You've got to build a relationship. These people want to know that you're not going to disappear. You're a legitimate company. So is there people in it? If you do video production, is there people that you could produce videos for here, or do they already have that sorted? So for as an example, I went to a business networking class earlier called RSVIP, and in that networking class, I found out they have loads of hotels and local venues to me. I've gone to that networking class. We're looking at potentially joining it. We're going to go to one more face to face and see how it goes. And that's a huge advantage for us because we will build those relationships with local venues and suppliers. There are other ways to do it as well. When you're starting out, I certainly do recommend don't use generic photos. One thing we offer as a photo booth company, which none of our other competitors do, is we use AI green screen technology, so we can AI green screen your photo booth when it's made, when we've got the logo printed, and we can send you images to post on social media. Doing your first event for free or community event is a great way to do things and get marketing material, but make sure you obviously have GDPR consent. That's one thing I will say. But networking, it's really, really grown our business massively. It builds that relationship. You get referrals. It's so important. And a lot of the time, it's probably the cheapest form of marketing that you can do. So one of the questions we obviously get asked at expos, I get asked by other photo booth companies who say, we're doing astoundingly, and they respect us. And I personally am going to be very, very straight here. I don't think we're doing good. I think we're doing terrible. I think as a photo booth company, I want to be turning over £1 million a year. And that's my opinion of what my definition of good to bad is. But this is another thing. It's about setting yourself realistic goals as well. There was a recent video brought out by a lot of American companies saying that the photo move, it was two YouTubers actually who were doing very well, and I have a huge amount of respect for them within the 360 photo booth industry. They've been in the photo booth game for a while, and they basically said the 360 photo booth game is dying. Now it's very funny because at the RSVIP networking event, it started off with a speech and then we went into breakout rooms on what's unique about our business. Obviously for us at Luxe, it's stuff like Drone 360, the fact that we have that great relationship with suppliers all over the world. We've got a great relationship with suppliers in Hong Kong and China where we get some components from Russia, even suppliers in England, in our local area. There's people that manufactured our guest book for us. They did the designs. They're a local business, and we're always trying to support local first. Now, with that being said, networking at that event, I turned around to a hotel someone that works for a hotel, I should say, sorry, and they incorporated into 72 groups of hotels. And I turned around to them and said, it's really interesting because someone was saying the other day, two American guys, American YouTubers, I should say. They know who they are anyway. But they were basically saying that 360 photo booth is dead, it's dying, it's a trend, it's gone, it's on the way out. Jump on the trend when you do. Now, the reason I started this channel was because that may well be the case for America, where 3 years ago it was booming, it was the one. I've seen people make a lot of money from the 360 game. But in the UK, it's only, I think after COVID, the 360 photo booths really were booming. And at this marketing event, it was funny because the manager of this hotel chain said to me, No, I think the 360 photo booths are still coming in, and I'm always bettering myself. I'm not an arrogant person. One thing my family's always told me is to be very humble, and I've kept that philosophy, and I try and live by it every day. And they said to me, no, the 360 photo booth game isn't dead. There's a lot more to come into it. This hotel manager was trying to push them after COVID, and I thought it was really interesting. And then when I went on a marketing course last Friday, and no one at the marketing course, including the lecturer, knew what a 360 photo booth was. So I disagree that the photo booth industry, the 360 photo booth industry, is dying in the UK. I don't think it is at all. I think what it is that people don't have the money because we've got a cost of living crisis here, we've got riots on. But that being said, there is always a demographics for your market. You just got to target it right. So when you're starting your business, your logo needs to meet the demographics that you want to meet. If you want to do corporate, that needs to be a logo that's going to appeal to corporates that will come across professional. If you want to do weddings, and that's what you want to specialize in, a logo that is, wedding friendly, that seems professional, that people think, yeah, I can trust this brand with my memories, so it's really, really important. And that's one of the things that I know myself, other photo booth owners wish we paid a bit more attention to, is our name and our logo when we started out. So that's rule number one, I'd say. Networking is rule number two. Don't be afraid to pay for networking as well, if you think it's going to work for you, as I've outlined. The third thing I'm going to touch into is as well is local grants. Now, I focus our channel on the UK because I don't feel like we get enough support. Everything's factored and mainstreamed around America, and I love America. Don't get me wrong, I met some great people there. I've been inspired by great photo booth companies within America, and some of them have given me so much respect and love, like David Rodriguez, Hustle Like Drew, Rex Hang, Marty from Luma Booth. And I've built up their respect from them, for going all the way from a noob years ago to someone that's more advanced now. And when people are asking questions about photo booths, I know the answer and I can get a resolution for them. Within the UK, there's certain grants you can get from your council. So make sure you're asking about grants in your area. For example, I know Mansfield Council does a grant for £2,500. I know that there's some in Derby, there's some in Bolsover, different areas. So make sure that you're getting all the support you can from the government as well, and your local council. Check that out. That is there business grants, is there business mentoring. We're really lucky in my local area. We have something called Ashfield Enterprise, which is run by a local university, and it basically pushes out businesses. We were like the April Business Speaker of the Month, and they've really supported us and really pushed us. And I always post on there and I'll ask them, hey, have we got someone local within Ashfield Network that the council supporting that does wrapping, or they do embroidery, or they do laser cutting, and I'm supporting local by that and building that networking relationship. So that's the biggest way I've grown my business, and something I'll put out there to you. So check out local grants. We got one. We got a grant. We won the grant after submitting the business application and the business proposal, how it would benefit our business, and putting that into writing. And we got that grant, and we got £1,000, and we got the DMPRX1 HS printer with a bag and a media roll, and that started us out. And you might think, well, buying a printer for a photo booth company, it's not that big of an investment, is it? What we actually found on when I had to recently outsource a job is, I was shocked. Facebook Marketplace all the way to Google, about 80% of the people in my market are not doing printing. And I'm guessing because the nostalgia they believe has gone out, but I think the nostalgia is coming out after COVID. And with the cost of living crisis in the UK, the riots that we have on now, people want to cherish memories because we don't know what's going to happen ahead of time. So printer has actually put us into 20% of the market that that isn't saturated, that we're one of the ones that actually offer printer and other people don't. So yeah, it's something massive. Definitely check out councils as well. And the other thing I will say is just persistence and patience. I was watching one of Hustle Like Drew, who's a big inspiration to me in America, video the other day, and he said he's got someone now who is interviewing, who is a software developer 9 to 5, and he basically got 20 employees now, something like 20 photo booths. He's absolutely killing it. Must be doing like 6 figures, I reckon, to get on Hustle Like Drew's channel. And he was just saying that for the first 1 or 2 years, he was just drifting by. The business didn't make much money, but in year 2, it just boomed and it hit 6 figures. And it is about being persistent. Think about it this way, and this is the best way that I saw an analogy from another photo booth company when I spoke at the Ashfield Council Expo. It was actually not a photo booth company, actually, I stand corrected. It was an events company, and they said to me, sometimes you'll go to certain parts or certain streets or certain areas, and you may know them in your own town, where there's 10 sweet shops or 10 takeaways on one road. Do they all say, no, I'm not going to get into this, this is saturated, I've got 10 competitors? Of course not. They make themselves different, they make their service the best, they make their product the best, they market it in the right way. And that's what you've got to do with your business. Now, if you buy from us, you get the Rudy Meyer Marketing Masterclass, but if you didn't, I'm hoping that our channel will help you somewhat with these gems that I give away, because a lot of the American companies don't always give this away. There's no one within the UK sector, more specifically, that is helping other companies and giving these gems away. I'm going to give these gems away because, eventually, we know that certain photo booths are going to fade out. But I do have to agree with the large consensus that I think that the selfie booths are going to be here for a long time, because the old school rectangular photo booths, people still have a demand for them. They're called oval photo booths, I believe now. People still do have a demand for those, nostalgia of those. So I think the selfie booths are still that technology that will still go around. So if I was going to tell anyone to invest into anything now, I would say it was a selfie booth. The next booth we'll be buying as a business will be some form of selfie booth, either between one we're deciding, which I'm going to keep my lips sealed on, and a different form. So it definitely is the way forward in terms of that. So for that marketing help, I just wanted to give that out because a couple of people who've bought from me have asked me a lot about it. I've recommended them a lot of American companies that are on YouTube and give advice about this, but I want to touch base on it in the UK. The other thing as well we do is we do a lot for the community. We do events like Little and Grown. We've done one for helping a dance academy that massively helped my daughter with her confidence. And, supporting locals is a massive thing. It will build you reputation, respect within your community. Not only that, there's networking kind of opportunities that you want. You want people to be tagging you on Facebook every time they see a photo booth job, and you only build that in that way. Of course, approaching venues, planners, celebrants is also a great way as well. And in honesty, when I first started out, the way that I used to do it is I would just go on Instagram and Facebook and I'd see what club nights were on. Because I wanted to get my photo booth company into the town centre. I wanted to get us in a key area where they are, because I live in the countryside on the outskirts. So I would just go on Instagram and Facebook and Eventbrite, and I'd be looking what events are near me. I'd be messaging them. I would create a generic message, tailor make some of it so it's unique. Selling my photo booth, what's the benefits of it, what's it going to bring to a club, how many more guests is it going to bring, how much money do they think they'll get from it, or how much will it attract to them. It's obviously got to have a USP and a benefit for them. And that's how, when I started out, I sold it. And you know what, like, it is cold emailing, but it's not such a grey, shadowy thing that you think if you do it right. And you know what, some of those clubs and those promoters, they still speak to me today, and I still have relationships with them, even though I've stepped a little bit away from club work, because it's not the demographics or the market or the target audience that I want. Not within the bigger aim of the company I have now and the strategies. So I hope that helps. I've touched on that for near enough 20 minutes now, and I feel like I've been yapping on a bit for you guys. So I'm going to go into how we do social media. So the way that we do it is that I actually went to Carrie Swift, who I met at Screen Pop and Business Networking. There's networking again. And she kindly created me loads of templates on Canva, because I said to her I wanted a premium corporate look, and she was recommended to me. So she made me all of these templates. So I basically use them on social media. and I'm using a weekly planner now where every week we'll post one client story and testimonial. This is what I got from my marketing class last week. One day we'll post client stories and testimonials. One day we'll post a you in your story, so a know, learn and trust factor post. One day we'll post a build awareness post. One day we'll post a tip and useful info post. One day we'll post another build awareness post, and then you rotate that cycle for basically 5 weeks, posting once a day. Now, big debate about this, but marketing tutor I was speaking to last week said, is it, I asked her a question. I said, is it true that I need to post 3 times a day now because my competitors are posting once a day? And she said to me, it's not. She said it depends on where you're marketing, so what platform, Instagram, Facebook, etc. I found that personally, once a day is a struggle for us as photo booth owners, because you've got to have the content to post without being buy, which doesn't work. So I'm doing it once a day. I'm hoping I can get to a point where I can do it 3 times a day, but it's more about a quality post and not being scared to reuse content as well, which is something I learned from the marketing class I did last week. However, I spoke to Michael Greenwood and Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall is massive in the photography sector. If you didn't know it, he's the king of Nottingham for photography. This man is a hidden gem of books, and he's someone that got a huge amount of respect for, huge amount of love for, and he certainly taught me a lot of things during the way, especially not doubting myself, because he believes in me so much. So massive shout out to him. And he's also going to be coming on our YouTube channel real soon. So we're going to have a really good interview with him, and he's someone you'll want to check out, because this man has turned his business from 0 to what I don't know how much he earns, but I can only imagine it's 6 figures because he's got his own studio, or 5 figures. He's doing incredibly well, put it that way, because if you think the photo booth sector is saturated, photography and videography is triple as saturated. So that's kind of the plan right now, what I post. What I do is use these templates, but you could use anything. You could use, on Canva, you could go and use social media, and it could bring you up loads of social media posts. What obviously I've learned is that you should be using 3 of the same colours to create continuity throughout your theme and your brand. So if you do use one of these, keep the same colours. The text should stay the same, and obviously it should meet one of these factors. So that's right now how I'm doing the social media. So I'm going to run through one I've done. So I just posted this one. So that was basically a video I took at an event. I recorded it on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I've just airdropped it to my MacBook. I've drag and dropped it into Canva through the video here, and then obviously I'm just using that. The music's really important on social media. Don't use copyrighted music, otherwise your post will get blocked. So I use Canva AI music. I play around with the parameters, and that's what that is. So I'm looking at downloading that now, and I'll probably be posting that once that comes up. Guilty as charged that admittedly I'm using ChatGDP, so I've asked it to tailor me a post for Facebook. Something that Ryan Hall taught me, shout out to him for that, is if you are going to use ChatGDP, proofread it, which is what I always do, tweak it, because I don't just copy and paste, and also make sure you use these customize section, so this is what I do, and then ChatGDP will know when you're writing things what your business tone is, what your business is, and it will give you little prompts here, like to basically know what's posting. So I've just been reading this one, so it says discover Luxe 360 experience. I might change that because I like to keep the continuity of the name. So Luxe 360 booth, and we've got a TM. Hell, I'm paying for that, so I'm going to copy that over as well. This is what I mean. Just don't copy and paste off ChatGDP. It's not just there yet, and I mean I'm using a free version. Imagine like you guys will be. So I'm going to read this. Elevate your events with a Luxe 360 booth where unforgettable moments meet premium elegance. Whether it's corporate, gala, wedding, or private celebration, our cutting edge 360 photo booth. I should say, you see, this is specializing again. It's gone just to 360 when we do those. Our cutting edge photo booths are designed to capture every angle of your special occasion in style. Yeah, that's fine. Why choose us? Exclusive technology and exclusive photo booths. Seamless. I'm going to put seamless. Seamless captures, seamless photo and video captures that bring your memories to life. Luxury at every step, from sleek booth design to impeccable service. We ensure a high-end experience tailored for your customized backdrops, props and effects that match your event's theme perfectly. Instantly share your memories instantly with our social media ready videos and images. Yep, let's create something extraordinary together. Book your Luxe 360 booths experience today and make your event one to remember. So that's cool. So now Canva is kind of like just popping up, as you can see. Well, it's kind of flashing the logo was, so it's saying it's ready. So it's done that. There's a post called it again because I was calling it generically. Now what I'm going to do is I'm in Facebook Business Meta, by the way, Meta Business Suite, which is what I use to post on, because it will post on Facebook and Instagram and I can schedule with it, so I find it easier because I can plan ahead. So when right now we're really busy every weekend because we're in August and the summer, so I like to plan ahead. So then I can just drop some cool stories onto Instagram when I'm at events. So to make sure it's posting to both, because I've made that mistake before. You want to add a video, upload from the desktop, and then you're going to take that one and then just going to add that in. So this is a little bit forward in time, so I'm scheduling this for the 23rd of August. So you can choose to have a thumbnail there, so you can get thumbnails off Canva as well if you want to do that. I don't bother really. And you can choose the frame even, so if you want it to show that frame, it will let you. It says hey, captivate your audience with it. It's 100% done that, so I'm going to click next. You can customize the post for it, tag anyone if you need to tag them. I've got the date and time that I want mine, so I'm going to try 7 a.m. on the 23rd of August, which is when I'm posting to Facebook and Instagram. And then what it's doing now is doing a copyright check. So remember why I said to you, don't do what 90% of other companies do. Don't be a donut and use protected music, because one fact I found on a marketing course I did is, even if you post one fact I found on the marketing course I was on is, even if you post once a day, only 1 in 12 people will see your post. And that's because of the way the algorithm is on social media. If you use copyrighted music, it'll be like 1 in 40, because of the fact that you're using that. So this can tell that I've used AI music that has been built by me, because on Canva you design the music, you can change that and you can make different parameters using the AI, so it knows it's unique, so no action is going to happen against me. And then I'm going to schedule that post. I'm happy with it. The video has been scheduled. Now I don't normally show up here, so what you have to do on Facebook is it will say your post has been successfully scheduled for publishing here, but I still find it doesn't come up. So I click content and then I click planner and I go through, and you can see I've planned ahead on all these posts here. So all the way till the 24th, with today on the 14th of August, so I'm nearly 10 days ahead. So now I'm going to schedule a post for Saturday. Saturday 10 o'clock. Yeah, we could try that time. I mean, I try this active for the most part, where Facebook will give me the insight on recommendations, like it says, I will use these times. But when it gets past that, I just play with different times, see what works. A to B testing, it's called, where you'll just test what times posts come. So that was a post on building awareness. So looking at my weekly planner, I'm going to be doing one on a client story or testimonial. So I'm going to take a recent testimonial I've got from a customer off Google. So we just got one from a woman that I was helping called Ashley, who's made Starlight 360 photo booths. If you don't already check them out, check them out. So I'm going to take that review off Google just because I want to use that one. It's here. So she said it was highly recommended, bought a 360 photo booth from his company. Quality was so high. Feel like I've had a mentor the last few weeks in his buying and support. He's been there day and night for support, even if I contact at 10 o'clock at night. I just think this is a booming one. He sorts the issues out, even though it's to do with Luma Booth. I couldn't set this business up without this company. You know, that's a blasting review, so I'm definitely going to do that. Shout out to Ashley, I appreciate that as well. Like I say, if you don't already, check them out. I'm going to give them a little shout out to you guys as well. It's 360. Oh, sorry, I've just had a message come through, guys, while I'm on here. 360 Starlight, and they are really, really good. Their marketing is exceptional on terms of the banners and stuff they've bought. So they're called Starlight 360 photo booths, and yeah, you can contact them. It's a woman called Ashley in that area that obviously runs it. So shout out to her. So yeah, let's have a look. What I'm going to do is, I think rather than screenshot this, because I don't like to screenshot them, I'm going to put it into Canva. I'm going to go to my templates, and what I'm going to do is, I've used the gold a little bit. I'm going to go back and see what designs I've used within the content planner on Facebook. So yeah, I've used video there. Just so you know, the colours fit in, because it's a 3-colour rule with branding that I learned, which I had know about. So that's gold, blue, 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 gold, blue. So I need to use a blue again for a Saturday post. So yeah, so what it is, you shouldn't have 3 colours. You shouldn't have no more than 2 fonts of all the same size, which I've made the mistake of doing. So yeah, we said the 24th we'll try. So cool. Right, so I'm going to go to Canva now. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a blue post. So I'm just thinking which one of these I can use. Let's have a look at my projects. Okay, original square post. Okay, so I could probably take this one, something like this, and then make that customer testimonial, and then I'm going to think of one for this. Ashley's 360 photo booth journey, business journey with us. There we go. I'm going to move that up. I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to put, and then what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to quotation that, because that's exactly what she said. I might make this smaller. I might make that bigger. A little piece of advice Carrie gave me, Carrie Swift. If you do want to get a template like this, contact her as well. I'll put her details in the YouTube description for you. She charged me around 300 for this, for the templates, I think it was, something like that anyway. But she'll give you guys a fair quote on what it's based on. So it's quite a lot of text there actually. So what I may do is abbreviate it down. Okay, so I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to put yep. So I'm still using her original words, but I'm just making it a little bit shorter, because you know, people are scrolling and don't like to read. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to see if I can get a sneaky photo that she sent me of her event. So I'm just looking through the chat now. Sorry, I've had a venue contact me as well about some work. Okay, so I'm going to come back. I'm going to go to media. And let's have a look. Oh yeah, I've got one here that she sent me. Oh yeah, I like that. So let me forward that. Okay. And I'm just asking her permission, because permission is important in our game. Okay, so I've got that photo. So what I'm going to do is, easier way I do it is, basically we've got obviously the company phone and we've got ours. So I WhatsApp it from one phone to the other, and just easier for me than messing around. Obviously from my iPhone, I'll just airdrop it to our Mac. So what I'm going to do is find that photo. I need to forward that photo, in fact. So going into WhatsApp, going to media. Yep, cool. Forward. Yep. I'll send it to myself. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to pop up. It's going to pop up on WhatsApp. So I'll bring this back when I've just downloaded the photo, guys. So bear with me a second, because I don't want any personal information of customers to be revealed on WhatsApp. Hey guys, so I'm back. So I've just managed to upload that image. So it's right here. So I'm going to drag and drop that in. Nice image of them. And then yeah, cool, we got it. I might even make this italic. No, it doesn't look. Needs to go with our theme. So cool. That's done. So now I'm just gonna play it. There's no music, so I'm gonna put an AI one there. Let me think about this. Down to earth maybe. Okay, and this is how I'd build the AI music. So I only need it for 5 seconds because that's all the video is. Don't post long videos, guys. It takes forever to upload. And change that bit. Tweak this. Compose. Okay, so it said it's added it, so we'll play. Okay, that sounded like someone was on crack, so I'm definitely not using that. Okay, sometimes you have got to play with this because it's a bit funky. But if you don't want music, you know what, you don't have to post it. I just think it's nice for when people click it on Instagram and Facebook. So I put a little bit of music on. There is another one I use as well. Yeah, you know why that is? It's because it's added both. So delete one of those. Delete that. Put that. And compose. It added 2 tracks there. So let's have a listen now. No, I didn't like that at all. I'll make sure that gets deleted. What I might do is go to tune call, scroll down. There's another one I use as well. Tune tank, that was it. Tune tank. So tune tank I'll go to. It says a little bit more. So it's got some here. We've got hidden goals. I don't know what that one is. No, that sounds like some movie soundtrack. So just thinking about what goes in with your brand. Yeah, okay, so I just adapted that. Sorry guys, while that music was playing. I just brought that back a bit. I'm going to move this across a bit as well, just so it kind of aligns a bit. So yeah, I've just changed it so they can see. Obviously, that was what she said on Google. Yeah, and I'm happy with that song, so I'm going to download that one. Cool. So that's downloading. So while I'm doing that, I'll go back to my business suite. I'm going to make sure I got Instagram and Facebook checked. I'm going to go to Chat GDP. So now I'm going to put one on. So this was a client story and testimonial. So I'm going to say, write me a Facebook post and Instagram post about, and as you can see, it's popping up again, Canva. So it's telling me ready to download. So we'll download that. Write me a Facebook post and Instagram post about a recent client testimonial where we went above and beyond to mentor and help the client run their first event after buying the photo booth from us, even creating overlays for them and music for their event. Please make it a client marketing testimonial post as short as possible with emojis as people scroll social media now in 2024. I always just like to put that because otherwise I just find ChatGPT will yap on. So yeah, it needs to be concise and engaging. And one thing my mum always has said as well is that if you yap on, people aren't going to read it, and I think it's true. So I'm going to copy that in. Again, I'm going to delete out all this crap. So probably don't need that. And the top part we don't need. We don't need that either. So I'm going to delete that out. So cool. Sometimes the spacing isn't always brilliant on these as well. So yeah, I'm going to put my TM in. I've messed that up now. So cool. I thought I still had the TM on copyright, on copy, but I don't. That's fine. I'll delete that. Yep, so we're going to scroll back up. So we've got that here for part 2. So yeah, we've got that Luxe 360 booth. I'm going to get that TM again. Luxe 360 booth. TM. For their first event to help them out to go the extra mile in offering them support. Yep, there we go. So we've got that. The post looks good. The spacing looks right now. So I'm going to add in my video. That one. So it's not that one. It's not that one. It's this one. Cool. So it's going to do the same thing again. Again, you can select which one. I'm happy with that thumbnail. I think that'll capture an audience. So we've got the scheduled date and time. Okay, so as you can see, this is why it's really careful to watch it. So now it's gone 24th, 14th. I don't know why it does that, but it does seem to. So I've changed that back to 24th and changed that back to 10 o'clock. And I don't know why Facebook Business Meta does this, but you have to watch it because sometimes it won't. So now it's just checking the video for, like I've said, any content that, any music particularly, I believe that, will lack monetization, because I made a mistake on my YouTube channel, where in the demo I was showing people for the DSLR booth tutorial, it played a copyrighted song and that demonetized the whole video. So it's the same with social media. So now it's come back that you can't use copyrighted music or anything. If you do, you'll just get ranked lower. Copyrighted content was not detected in your video. Yep. So I'm going to schedule that for 24th of August. And eventually it's going to come back up and say, yeah, that's done. So that one's all good there. So I'm going to my sheet now because I've got a marketing sheet here. So the next post would be about you and your story, KLT factor. So know, learn, trust. That's what KLT is. Like I say, you have to hit refresh on here. I guess the next question you guys might have is, what about TikTok? What about LinkedIn? Admittedly, we don't do anything on LinkedIn right now. I am going to look at creating a profile for there. And with TikTok, I personally just use CapCut and I'll create videos. The way I do it within my business is we're very lucky. We've got an apprentice called Mac who's experienced in videography, and he's created a lot of adverts for him, which we've done a little bit of paid work with him for. And we use those on TikTok. The other thing about TikTok is, which a lot of other photo booth companies do, which will probably work well for you guys, is funny memes and TikToks as well. We did one with like Mr. Bean, and you know, just saying like, let's see if I can show you. In fact, so let's go to our TikTok, Luxe 360 booth. So yep, so these are the kind of the adverts that Mac's done for us. So we've got those, we've got this one, we've got that one, but we did stuff like this really works.
Y'all ready for this?
So where you're taking out the green screen one, you put it on top, and you can create this in CapCut. You can find tutorials on it. Again, we've got the branding playing in there, so we've got the blue and the gold. Occasionally we have these videos, then we've got adverts that we've made. Occasionally we'll post the 360s. What I used to do is create these montage videos, which clients used to like. It used to actually be quite popular. I've stopped doing that recently, just because I feel like if you're going to a certain event and people see the footage and your client sees it before yourself, it's not always the most helpful and cause problems. But I am going to start getting back into posting the video clips or highlights of the night, because I know it's something that my brother Theme Team does. Shout out to Theme Team. He's absolutely killing it with photo booths. It's something I'm going to get back to doing and looking into doing definitely. But I hope this video has helped you guys with how to create social media, how to content it, how to plan it, how to have a think about it, things you can do, a weekly planner, which I've kind of given you guys a breakdown of, and also as well, if you're just starting out, you know, some ideas and some touch points with how to generate more business, and it gives you some hope and inspiration to be more persistent with it, especially given the market in the UK. It's not dying down anytime soon in the 360 photo booth business or the photo booth business in general. People want to make memories more than ever. So keep going, guys. Please subscribe and follow, and please share our channel so we can grow it and keep helping more great people like yourself. Thank you.